Hi, this is Gopinath. Today I am going to discuss about RFID. RFID stands for Radio Frequency Identification. It is an ADC technology, that is automatic data collection. It is used for identification, characterizing, and tracking an object or persons or peoples. It is fast, reliable, and there is no need of physical contact between the reader and the tablet item. Fast is since it can read data set in microseconds, and reliable means its data is accuracy, and it avoids human errors. It is invented during 1940s by Sir Robert Watson during the wartime to identify the country aircrafts and tanks. They invented this so that they can easily identify their country tanks and aircraft, so that they avoid small attacks. The applications of RFID are key to open car doors, automatic payment pass in toll booths, and building access systems, passports and payments cards, and wireless sensors. It is also used for in Wi-Fi for laptops and tablets. Some of the standards are provided by ISO, PAS7, and EPC Gen. The RFID system consists of EPC code, RFID tag, and reader, and software or middleware. First, EPC code, that is an electronic product code. It is used to identify an object, not only the object. It is used to identify the object and also the information about the object. It consists of four parts, that is header, EPC manager, and object class, and serial number. First, header is an 8-bit. It is used to store the version number, and EPC manager, it is a 28-bit. It is used to manage the manufacturer IDs, that is used to identify individual manufacturer of the product, and object class, it is a 24-bit. It is used to identify the manufacturer product ID, and the last one is the serial number. It is a 36-bit. It is used to identify the unit ID. And the next one is RFID tag, that is it is a tiny electronic device. It is placed inside the product or humans to track them or to identify them. It stores the EPC code in the memory of the chip. Some of the RFID tags will not have a chip, but it is in fibers, like that, fibers that reflects the data, so that the RFID reader reads them to identify them. It stores data up to 2 kbs, and it composed of microchip, antenna, and memory. It is to store the data, and protocols. It may be the tags may be an active tag or a passive tag. Let's discuss them. An ActiTag. An ActiTag is an tag which consists of an internal battery so that it can be used to transfer data for a long distance of 100 feet. If more batteries are added, it can be extended up to 300 feet. Since it is used to internal batteries, it continuously available of power. It can be its lifetime is about 10 years, and it can store data of about 128 kbs. A multiple reader the tags can be read in the range of 1000 tags at a time. And in passive tags there is no need of internal battery. The tag can harvest the energy from the reader. Its lifetime is long, but its range is reduced to 20 feet since there is no internal battery. It can also store data up to 128 bits. It is low cost compared to the ActiTag because there is no need of internal batteries, and the antennas are less. Since there is no internal battery, it can read data. It can read up to 100 tags at a time. This is the block diagram of the RFID tag. That is, it consists of 2 diodes and 2 capacitor and xeno diode and an receiver, memory, and protocol engine, and an antenna. Antenna is used to receive and transmit the data, and the diode is used for switching purpose, and capacitor is used for filtering, and the xeno diode is for reverse breakdown, and the memory is used to store the information. And the antenna is nothing but a coil or a wire that may be in flat or circled. It is attached to the RFID tag. The antenna, it may be covered with a plastic or silica or a glass plate. Coming to RFID reader, it is a device. It may be fixed in the manufacturing industry, or it may be movable according to the applications we used. It can read the data up to 100 to 1000 based upon the tags and the applications we used. Coming to the software or middleware, the software or middleware is used to get the data from the reader, and compare the data between the reader data and the information stored in the database. It filters shorts and sends the information to the main businesses to maintain the stock details and to identify them and to track them. How RFID works? The basic principle is the RFID reader continuously monitor the signals. When a tag enters into the RFID reader's range, the RFID reader reads the tag information and sends the information to the host computer. From there, it is sorted and send the information to the business analysis, and there it is processed. According to the frequency used, the applications are classified. That is, low frequency, that is 125 to 134 gigahertz. That is an low frequency that is used for animal tracking contactless cards and industry tracking and mobile keys. That is animal tracking systems in farms. They use in large farms in they used to tag their animals so that they can easily identify where their animals and pets move around in their farms. And in cards, credit cards, they used to insert the RFID inside that card so that instead of scrapping and inserting the card into the machine, we can easily use the card while entering into the ATM to take the money. And next one is high frequency. It's 30.56 megahertz. It can read and write data. Its applications are like document tracking, contactless card entries, and gas online payment at pumps. And the third one is ultra high frequencies. Ultra high frequency, it ranges from 890s and 950 megahertz. It can also read and write data. It is not widely used outside. It is used for only the specific applications. Its distance ranges from 10 meters. In high frequency, it ranges to 1 meters, and in low frequency, it ranges to 0.36 meters. Comparing RFID with the barcode, RFID does not needs lines or strips, but barcode needs them. If the lines are scratched or destroyed, then it is very hard to identify the product. It can range from 100 feet, but RFID, the one barcode can read only within a few feet. But RFID can ranges to read of data up to 100 tags at a time, but barcode read only one tag at a time. It can use to read and write data, but barcodes it's an read only. Once the data is entered, later it cannot be modified, and it can be used only for reading the tags. And it uses radio frequency waves, and barcode uses lasers. RFID does not require human efforts, but barcode records human efforts, and there will be any errors for reading the data. Coming to the applications, it is used for smart cards, like it is implemented in ATM cards, and so that instead of scratching and inserting into the card to the machine, while entering into the ATM, we can use the ATM to take monies and get balance about our cards. In smart tickets, in Olympics, they used RFID for storing informations like in photos and phone numbers and address of the person, so that if any mistakes, any problem happens, we can easily identify the person. And it can also be used for in supply chain management and agriculture. In supply chain management, like it is easily used to calculate the number of products produced in the manufacturing industries. The main advantages of RFID are there is no lines and strips. The tags can be stored in common or hidden in some persons. So RFID data can be modified, and the latest technology are in India. They are going to implement on the gas cylinders, and in Delhi they using the RFID in some public transports to track them. And the disadvantages are cost. cost is high, and some of the problems like in some material, in some metals the radio frequency are reflected and are observed. In liquids, the radio frequency is destroyed, and the main disadvantages are reader collision and tag collision. This can be overcome by time division multiplexing access. Thank you.